welcome back again to Wade Fine Arts. In this short video this week I will be going over the details on the scarf around the dog's neck. I will be showing you how to keep the whites of a pattern on a piece of material from being covered with the rest of the coloring of the scarf when blending out. And with that, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going in with a black and some violet and putting down the shadows for the scarf. And that's basically what I'm just doing right now. Is I'm just using my black and I'm going in and putting the shadows down in the areas where the scarf is creating ripples in the material. Just putting those shades down. And then once I have the shading down, I will go back and I will use a little bit of violet to, I'm sorry, not violet, I will use a little bit of the red for contrast with the shadows. Again, just putting down those shadows in the scarf. And you can see here, you can just kind of lightly see the pattern that was on the scarf from the drawing that I did with the dog. You can kind of just make a faint outline of the paisley pattern that was on the scarf around the dog's neck. Again, just continuing to put down those shadows. Continuing to look at my reference photo to see where those shadows are. That's what I'm doing whenever you see me stop working on the piece. It's because I'm checking my reference photo. You always want to use a reference photo because our minds tend to want to play tricks on us. We think we know what something looks like, and our brain will tell us that this is what to do, that this is how one looks. But then when we compare it to an actual reference, we could see that it doesn't look quite right. Just continuing to put down those shadows for the wrinkles in the scarf. Actually, I say scarf, it's actually a bandana. Shadows in the areas where they need to go. And now I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to show you here how to keep your whites of your page for your details on a scarf when you're going to blend out over it. If you'll take your white colored pencil, either a Durant white, it's the more opaque white, the Durant white, or your Faber-Castell, any white colored pencil, and go over the areas that you want to stay white. And by doing this, when you blend out, the main color will not blend into the areas where you've already put down the white colored pencil. Again, just continuing to fill in those patterns where the paisley pattern was at with that white pencil, so that when I blend out, those areas will stay white. Now I'm going to take that red for the color of the actual scarf material, and I will begin right now. As I was saying earlier, I'm going in and putting some of that darkening in some of those reds around the shadows to make them more blend in with the scarf, to make it look more natural. Then once I've done that, I will go over the entire bandana with that red colored pencil or crimson color pencil for the main color of the scarf. And then once I have enough pigment down, I will then get my brush and some of my odorless mineral spirits, and then I will blend the scarf out, and you will see how the whites where I put down the white colored pencil will stay white and they will not blend out. Now I'm just blending that out with that brush and some odorless mineral spirits, and as you can see, you can already see the areas where I drew out the pattern on the bandana with my white colored pencil. And as you can see, as I'm blending out the red for the main color of the scarf, the areas where I used the white colored pencil stayed white and kept the pattern and did not blend in with the rest of the scarf. See how that kept the pattern without having to go through a bunch of really difficult steps to keep the pattern and keep it white. I hope you got something out of this, and I hope to see you in the next video. Be sure to give it